Hi all, good evening to all of you. I hope my voice is audible to all of you. You can confirm the same in chat window. Mhm. Perfect. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is this happens to be our second last session of Tableau. So today we are going to see how to create the dashboard in Tableau and what are the different objects we have in Tableau in order to create a good design principle dashboard. So normally, whenever you want to create a dashboard in Tableau, the requirement, the functional document, and the requirement, what you can say, the client needs to provide the details, okay? And they should give us the proper template or design in order to create the dashboard in Tableau. If you want to create it, then we should know all the worksheets first on how to create. You should know how to create each chart. You should know how to label each chart, how to give the colors, how to effectively use filters, parameters, and other features. All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to create one simple dashboard in Tableau, which will consist of four charts, simple basic four charts. Okay, and then those four charts I'm going to use in Tableau dashboard. So what is dashboard? We know that what is dashboard. Dashboard is a structure or it's a container which hosts or which contains multiple objects. It may contain the title on the top. Okay, it will contain all the basic charts that you have, all the four charts that you are saying, right? This way I can prepare all the four charts. Okay, and then if you want, you can add the filter section on left hand side. Okay, or you can also add the logo, title. Okay, so I request you to not try dashboard now, because in this 2 hour session we will be practicing the Tableau dashboard and all. So you can just go through the recordings. For now you understand the concept, and then later on you can just see the recordings and then you can practice at home. Okay, because if you stop for someone, then what would happen? We will be left with the all the work. So now in Tableau, you can add the background color. You can also add the background image also. That is also I'm going to show you in different variations. So I'll create three variations of this. First with normal, no background. Second one with any white color or off-white color, cream color background. And the third one with image, background image. Okay, using that you can create the dashboard. So in the dashboard, what I'm going to do, I will be adding the logo this way. So maybe you can see that this would be the logo here, and then here whatever we have, it will be the title. I will also add the filter section over here. I need filters. So I need filters one below the another in this way, drop down manner, quick filters we want. Okay, this way I want. I will add three filters. If you apply any filter, those filters should apply to all the charts, and these charts should get filtered out. Basic design we are going to create. Okay. In most of the cases, what happens is that you are also expected to create the KPI cards provided by clients. Means what? For example, if I am analyzing the COVID data, Corona data, okay, then for me the KPI would be total deaths, total active cases, okay, total vaccinations done, okay, in the last 24 hours, how many active cases, how many deaths. These would be the metrics which, as a user or as a manager or as a management side, I would be looking at or at constantly at constant rate. So users or clients may want you to create the KPIs in this way. Like let me just get rid of these boxes. So users may want to create the KPIs in this way. So let's say we have blue color. So KPI number 1, KPI number 2, KPI number 3, KPI number 4, KPI number 5. And below to this KPI, whatever the KPI you have. So this is the chart, and this is the filter list. Below this KPI, you will be asked to create the different charts. It may be two charts this way, and the third chart would be in this way. So you have to become architect. So if you become architect, then you will understand where to place which containers and how to design. Okay. So this way you can create multiple KPIs and then multiple charts as well. Okay. So let's do. So what is our requirement is I'm going to create simple dashboard, which will consist of no KPIs, but these four boxes: filter, logo, title. That's it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to sample superstore and I will be creating first four worksheets: bar chart, pie chart, line chart, and maybe stack bar chart. Okay, so those charts I will be needing. So let's double click orders and let's go to sheet number 1 and make sure that we do all kinds of formatting. Now this you have to do at home, not now. Okay, first pay attention what I'm doing. So you can just write 12. Okay, so this is how I can add. So now what I'm going to do, first sheet would be bar chart. So let's create a bar chart. We now know how to create the charts. So we are going in faster manner. So bar chart. So let's create category wise cells as a bar chart. Category, sum of cells. So this is a bar chart. Entire view, sorting, showing the labels, and getting rid of all the things, grid lines, axes, and all. Okay, so make sure we only show the chart and not anything else like color legend, size legend. We don't want anything. Okay, right click, hide field labels, right click, click on show header, get rid of grid lines. Okay, so this is what we have, grid lines, and we can just format the sum of cells into 1000 format, K format. Correct. So the first chart is ready, bar chart. Okay, now I can just beautify this by adding the color, by changing the color, add category into color, and you get different colors. Okay, you get a different color. If you want the same color, simple, you can just go here and click on this. Okay, so this is what you are getting, the simple bar chart. If you want, you can add the border. So let's add the border of the same color. Perfect. Okay, so this is what the bar chart is. Now let's create a new worksheet. The new worksheet name is pie chart. Pie chart will be region wise cells. Okay, so region we can add in rows, cells we can add in columns, and this is a pie chart. And then let's make it entire view. Make sure that we don't show anything extra. So let's hide legends. If you want to show legends, you can show it in one of the options in dashboard. Okay, but we don't want to show as of now because it is unnecessarily going to consume the space in dashboard. So as much as possible, get rid of all the unnecessary things. Okay, so this is how I am showing the dashboard. Now I'm going to show the region name and state values. Region name in label, sales value in label. Okay, and then you can just sort it. So this is region wise cells we have, and then you can if you want to change color, you can change it at any time. So west region I need maybe black color, east region I need pink, central region that we have, this central region we can go with maybe some darker color. Okay, so maybe maroon color, and the south let's go with yellow color. Okay, so this is how I have designed the, I can add the border also. So this is the proper pie chart, and here I can just add this south region. This region should be in this, and sum of cells, oh sorry, this region should be in blue, sum of cells should be in maroon. Perfect. And now I can just convert the sum of cells formatting into K format. Okay. Right. So pie chart is ready. When you hover, you see some tooltip. So you can also get rid of this tooltip if you don't want to show any other extra information. You can go to tooltip, get rid of this, and just remove all these things. Click OK. So now when you hover, you will not see any tooltip. Same for bar chart. I don't want any tooltips. Okay, so uncheck all these options. So yeah, when you hover any mouse on any slice, any bar, you will not see any tooltip. So two charts are ready. Bar, pie. Let's go to line. So in the line chart, I need to create a line chart. Maybe you can go with the continuous sum of cells for each month. So you can go with that. So let me do that. So order date in columns, convert that into continuous month, add the cells. I'm going to create dual axis chart that I explained you yesterday. Okay, let's make a dual axis chart. Same chart I'm creating that I created yesterday. And you can synchronize the axis. You know why to synchronize. So if you know all these topics, right, creation of charts are extremely simple as long as there are no calculations. Okay. So let me format the charts. I mean, format these grid lines, remove zero lines, remove the unnecessary row divider and column divider as borders. Okay. I want this as line chart, this as circle, solid circle. So let's go to second and let's convert this to circle. Perfect. And this should be black color. Okay. You can also increase the size a little bit. Okay. Yeah. And I need to change the color of this. Let's make it. All right. And now show the labels. From here in the label, you have to click on show mark labels. And this mark label should be on top, right? Like this. And now what you can do is you can convert the values into K. Format, pane, numbers, and have it in 1000 format, right? So this way you can actually show the numbers. And again, I don't want any tooltips. I want tooltips, but not the way it is shown, like month of order date equals to November 2019 and sales is 7019, not in this way. So you can go to tooltip and here you can just get rid of this. Okay. And here I know I'm showing the sales, so no need to say that I am showing sales. So this is how it will show. And now I need both of them to be 11. And this probably we can go with maroon color and some of cells maybe with this color. Okay. Oh, it did not change. Yeah, it did change, you see. So from here, remove all the tooltips that you may have. Okay. Yeah, you can see, correct? Right. So this is the way how you can modify the tooltip. So this is line chart and I don't need this month of order date. So in the edit axis, you can see that title of axis is month of order date. I don't want anything. Okay, so you can see that I have removed the title and then there is no, I mean, there is nothing written. Okay, so this is your line chart. And lastly, we have stack bar chart. Okay, lastly, we have stack bar chart. So you can show the stack bar chart of maybe you can say maybe segment and subcategory and segment combination. You can show that. Okay, or instead of that, you can also show maybe what you have. Country, we have two values. Customer, we have many values. Product name also we have many values. Yeah, so we are left with subcategory only. Subcategory, sales, and inside this I need each segment, so I can add the segment in color, so I get a stack bar chart, right? So this is stack bar chart in this way. I want in this way now, sorted from highest to lowest. And then you can also show the sales values. Okay, sales values you can show, and the sales values have to be in maybe K format because we have lesser values, smaller values. Okay, perfect. Okay, and now whatever formatting you did for here, let's do the same here. So you see copy formatting option. This is tag bar chart. So you can right click on here and say paste formatting. Okay, you can see the borders and everything is applied. Let me get rid of zero line axis, axis rulers. Okay, get rid of y axis, get rid of this. Okay, and I don't want color legends as well, so let's remove that. And yeah, color also I want to change this consumer, whatever we have on top, let's make it black. Whatever we have in corporate, let's make it this color. And home office, let's keep it as it is. And there you go. And let's make black border. Perfect. And now I want the font to be white, so let's make the font as white. Okay, nice looking stack concept. Okay, this is the way how you are actually showing the books. Okay, now when you hover again, I don't need any tool tips. Let's make them like this. Okay, perfect. So we have created 4 charts. Okay, bar, pie, line, and then stack bar chart. Okay, so there is no pink color here because we are using pink everywhere. So I think we should use pink. Let's make this as black. This is not sounding good. Okay, let it be as it is. Okay, so instead of this maroon, or instead of this, you could have used pink. Okay, so this corporate, let's go with pink. Okay, now let's go to the dashboard. So how to create a dashboard? There are 2 ways in Tableau to create a dashboard. How many ways? 2 ways. So what I'm going to do is what I'm going to do is I'm going to show the dashboard this way. So let's click on new dashboard. This is one way how you create dashboard. Undo. What is another way? You see the dashboard and let's click on new dashboard. This is another way. For worksheet also, you can create worksheet from here or worksheet from here, new worksheet. Control M shortcut. For dashboard, there is no shortcut, only new dashboard. So let's click here. So dashboard consists of different sections. Dashboard basically consists of dashboard and layout. And this is a white color place where you are going to create a dashboard. And in this gray color section, nothing happens. Means you cannot access it. This white color is a space given to you to create a dashboard. Now in Tableau, if you see, this is called as a width of a dashboard. And this much is called as the height of a dashboard. The width and height. Let me write it. This is a width and this much is a height. Okay, let me write maybe here. This is a height. So now that you can adjust from size. Okay, you can mention. So currently the width is 1000 by default and height given to us is 800. So this is what you can see right now by default. You can also see what are the worksheets that we have created. So list of the names of all the worksheets you can see over here, what we have created. Okay. So now this is how you can see stack bar chart and all. And on the top, at the bottom, you can see these are the objects. Okay. Horizontal, vertical, text, extension, ask a data, data story, image. Then we have blank, workflow, web page, navigation, download. These are the objects that we can use to create a dashboard. Objects are basically the backbones of dashboards. Okay. So you can create the dashboard using tiled container or floating container. So tiled container means Tableau will help me in placing the different objects, different sheets inside this white color screen or canvas. This is nothing but tile. So in the tile, everything is fixed. Tableau will help me in putting the things where you want to put horizontally, vertically, like that. But if you talk about floating, what happens is that suppose if I talk about tile and if I want the bar chart, you can see the gray color section comes up. Now, if I drag and drop pie chart, you can see the gray color section comes on top. to the right, to the bottom, to the left. Okay, so Tableau is actually helping me to place the things. Okay, so that is tiled, and we should always create a dashboard using tiled container only. Floating container, on the other hand, if I click on floating and now if I drag and drop bar chart, Tableau is not helping me. In fact, it is me who is actually looking at how to place it, where to place it. It's like a PPT. When you add any image, any text box, anything in PPT, it's floating in nature, right? Like that. Okay. So this is about floating. So I can just clear all the contents in sheet. First and foremost thing, make sure that it is tiled. So when I will be creating a dashboard, I will be first of all to create a dashboard, and to make it foolproof, I will be going with floating step first, and then all the containers I will be added into tiled containers. I mean using tiled. Means outside border will be floating, but the content inside will be tiled. This is how I normally create any dashboard. You can also go with everything tiled, the outside container also tiled, and inside objects content also tiled. That is also another approach. So each developer has its own way to develop. Whichever suits, we can go with that. For me, it suits that. Go with floating and then add the tile. Now, first and foremost thing, you should always get the confirmation and information about what should be the dimension of your dashboard. Like what should be the screen size, width, height, okay, like that. So normally, if you go here, in the first drop down, you have three options. Fixed size. In the fixed size, what happens? Width and height, you will be asked, like you will be told by your client or manager or lead that what width and height you have to set for this white color. So if you keep increasing this width, you can see white color section is moving to the right. If you decrease the height, you can see the white color screen is decreasing, right? So that is called as fixed size. What is the size now? 1500 by 200. So you can always mention the width. You can again go with the automatic, which is going to fit the entire screen in automatic way. And this is not recommended at any time, because as per the screen resolution of any users, it may take time to adjust the dashboard resolution with their computer's resolution. So it unnecessarily causes the delay in opening the dashboard. So automatic is never preferred, but since we are not creating dashboard for any user from business perspective, we are just learning. So since it is occupying the entire space, we are going with automatic. Now in the layout section, this is about dashboard, right? All the things in dashboard. In the layout section, you can see that we have many options. You can see that I can use border, background color. Then you can use the paddings as well. And most importantly, you can see the hierarchy. Hierarchy in the sense, what containers, what sheets are placed in this item hierarchy. Means what? If you use horizontal, vertical. So inside horizontal or vertical, what components have you placed? Those things you can see from layout item hierarchy. If any container, so most of the containers will be tiled. If any container is floating, okay, then you will see X, Y, W, H. What is X, Y, W, H? Let's say this is floating container. Let me use pie chart. This is a pie chart. So what is X, Y, W, H for this? If this container I click, if it turns out to be floating, then you can see X, Y, W, H are highlighted. So now if I make this X as 0, okay, what will happen? This container will move to left. Enter. You can see Y is nothing but distance of the container from top. So if you say that distance from top should be 0, this container will move to top. W means width, H means height. So I can make, let's say, width as 1000. See what will happen. Perfect. If you increase the height to maybe 650, right? So this way you have to manually change the dimensions of the container, left and left padding. I mean, from left hand side, from top, width, height, everything. And this is not so the case in case of tiled containers. You just have to adjust the height or width depending on the object that you are putting, okay, is present in which container. Is it in horizontal or vertical? Depending on that, they have to adjust the height and width. So that we will learn. So most importantly, in Tableau dashboard, objects, the most important objects are these two. So horizontal and vertical. Don't go by name, go by their icons. Means what? Suppose if I am creating a dashboard, this is a dashboard. Now, if what is a vertical container? What is a horizontal container? I am talking about horizontal. Horizontal container means the entire screen will be divided into two half, column wise. That is called as horizontal. Look at the icon of horizontal. Look at this icon. So the container will be divided into two halves in this way. This is first half and this is second half. Do you want to break the containers in this way, column wise? Then go with horizontal. On the other hand, if you talk about vertical, what would happen? If you talk about vertical, what happens is vertical is normally used to divide the containers into two halves. That is correct, but top and bottom wise. So this is a top container and the below one would be bottom container, this way, top and bottom. So this one is top and this one is bottom. So look at the icon of this top and bottom, right? This is top, this is bottom. And look at the icon of this horizontal, left, right. Very simple. If you understand this concept, then you can create any complex dashboard. You can put multiple things into the objects. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up the objects. Okay, horizontal and vertical. So before moving ahead, I should know right now in my screen, what is the width, what is this width, and what is the height? What is the width and height? Let me use orange color, not green. So this is width and this is the height, right? So what is the width and height? So I can go to layout and then I can get to know this white color screen is having width and height of 1572 and 851. So I'm going to use vertical container in floating mode first. Floating vertical. Let's add it this way. Now I want to make sure it is like this. Okay, it is like this. So how to make sure that it is like this? We make sure that distance of this container from left hand side should be 0. Distance of this container from top should be 0. The width should be equal to the width of this entire screen, and the height of this container should be equal to the height of 851. If I click outside, you can see the dimensions of outer screen. If I click inside, you can see the X, Y, WH of this container. So X, Y, WH are editable only in case the container is floating. Otherwise, in tiled container, these things are not editable. Now let's make the same thing. X should be 0, Y should be 0, 1572 should be the width, and height should be 852, correct? 852, perfect. So I wanted to entirely capture the white color screen. And now you see what happened in the item hierarchy, vertical comes. Okay. Next thing is what we do. In the next thing, we have to add the blank objects. So go to tile and add the two blank objects. Blank objects are the objects which are used to give a space or to create the underline like that. For example, when you open WhatsApp, there are 3 sections. You have call, you have status, you have chats, right? If you click on status, then underline moves from status to, from chats to status. If you click on call section, the underline moves from status to calls. Whichever tab you click, the underline moves to that tab. To create such kind of scenario, we use the blank object. In blank object, we can not write anything. We cannot insert anything. However, you can apply background color or border. Image component is used to add any image logo of company. Then we have this text. Text is used to, it is like a notepad. Do you want to write title of dashboard? Do you want to write the observation for each chart? or you want to write any footnote, anything, then we can use the text. So we know horizontal, vertical, text, we know image, we know blank. These are the building blocks or backbones of creation of any dashboard. Okay. Now let's use, I have already used a vertical using floating, right? So you can see that it is now showing vertical. Now I have, after floating, I have clicked on tile. Inside the tile, I will be using two blank objects. You see the blank object, right? So drag and drop blank object in the center and drag and drop blank object in the bottom. See carefully where I'm adding, okay, this way. Why did I do this? Because I wanted everything to be put inside this vertical container. This vertical container, I want all objects, all charts, everything. Okay, that's why I did that. Perfect. So you can see this dotted line if I click on vertical. If you click on this blank, you will see that upper blank is selected and bottom blank is selected. Whenever any container now I am going to put, that has to be put on this dotted line. What is the significance of this dotted line? It makes sure that this dotted line, whatever you have, right, this dotted line will make sure, suppose you are using horizontal container on this dotted line. So horizontal container will be shown like this under vertical. For that purpose, we use dotted line. These are very minor observations, but these are really crucial when you build dashboards. Okay. So no one will tell you to that much depth, okay, because these things are really needed when we work in the real-time projects. People there expect that we should create the dashboard as if we are creating a website. So inch and inch, everything is measured. So such is a mentality of clients nowadays about Tableau. They think that Tableau is a website building tool rather than analytic. Okay, but we don't have any choice. We have to follow that and then we can create a dashboard as per requirement. So this is vertical and I have already explained the two blank. Now see what I need the title. So in the title, as I explained, this will be the title. In this title, what I need on the left hand side, I need, so let me use the red color. So on the left hand side, I need image. Okay. And on right hand side, I need the name of the dashboard. So left hand side, I need this, what you say, image logo. And on the right hand side, I need the title. So what object should I use to create this title? To create this title, you see this is a screen, right? I want to break this into two parts this way, left hand side, right hand side. So which container we use? We always use the horizontal container. Okay. So let me get rid of all the annotations. You see horizontal, right? Left and right. So let's drag and drop left hand horizontal over here. The moment any object you add into dashboard, you have to make sure that you are going in the right path. So this horizontal must be under vertical. Okay. So if I click on vertical, you can see this is a vertical. This is the first blank object which is highlighted. This is the horizontal that I just added. And this is the bottom blank object. Top, bottom blank. The idea was to create that dotted line. That's why we added the first blank and bottom blank. And why that dotted line is important? Because we want all containers to stack under vertical. So in horizontal, we don't need this much height. So what you can do, you can simply right click and click on this edit height option. I want to adjust the height of this. So maybe you can keep it as 100. So this is 100. You can see. Now this is what? Blank. This is what? Blank, right? So this is your, what you can say, the title and logo place. Now, what I need is, I want to add the logo and title here. So logo should be on left hand side and title should be on right hand side. So first I'm going to add logo and then I will be adding the title inside this box, okay, inside horizontal. So let's do that. So what I'm going to do is, let's go to dashboard To add the logo or image, we use this image object. If you come down, you have image object. So let's drag and drop image over here, right? The edit image object box opens up. Okay. So it is asking you, choose an image, which image you want to insert. So you can insert any image from your laptop. So I don't have many images, but I can use any image which I have currently present. So let me use this Twitter bird. Okay, Twitter bird. Okay. And now what I can do, I can simply make this as fit image. I don't want to make it to center. Let's make it fit image. Do you want to open any website or URL? If you click on image, then you can also mention the URL here, website. So let's click OK. And you can now see successfully you have added the image in the dashboard as a logo. Okay, now if you go to layout, you can see that inside this horizontal, you have this Twitter bird PNG image. You can use any image of any format, correct? So horizontal and then Twitter. Now inside this horizontal, one is Twitter, and on right hand side, I need the text box, right, to write something. I want to write the title of dashboard. If you want to write anything in dashboard, we use the text object. So where should I add text object? To the right of this. So let's drag and drop. You can see this is highlighted, but I don't want text to be shown on left hand side. I want it to be shown on right hand side this way. So gray color section is highlighted. We have to wait and be patient while dropping the things. Let's drop it. And let's use this, what you say, sales dashboard. Okay. This is the text. So sales dashboard, I'm just making it maybe 48 and maybe center. This is the sales dashboard we have. And maybe you can use the same color that we have as of this. Okay, sales dashboard. Perfect. So let's click OK. Now you can see sales dashboard has been created. Now the sales dashboard is created, and this is the image. You can see how much is the width. We don't need this much width, and we don't need, I mean, sales dashboard should not be to the right. It should be exactly in center. So how it can come into center? You can adjust the width. This is called as a width. This is called as a height. So this container, I can adjust the width. How? You can simply right click on this image container and you will see the option edit width. So let's click on it and let's make it 100. Perfect. Right? So sales dashboard and image. Now the text and image objects are placed inside one container, which is nothing but horizontal container. You go here and you see Twitter image, and this A means text object, sales dashboard. Both of these are present under horizontal. And you can see collapsible button, expandable button. Okay, like this. Now horizontal is over. I mean, horizontal, the work of the adding title and horizontal logo is over. Now what I can do, I just need to shift this from center to top. How we can do that? You can simply reduce the height of this blank object by editing the height. Maybe you can keep it 10 or 15 maybe. Okay, like this, right? And now you can go to full screen mode to see how your dashboard looks like. This is how it is currently looking like. All right, this is your sales dashboard. Now what I need is below to this sales dashboard, I need the underline. I need underline in this way. I need the underline in this way below the sales dashboard, maybe any color. Okay, so you can use the blank object to add the underline. Okay, so where should I add the underline? If you click on vertical, you see the dotted line, right? There's a dotted line above this horizontal. There is a dotted line below the horizontal. So where I need the dotted line, I need it somewhere here on this bottom dotted line. Okay, so using blank object, I can add the underline. Okay, so let's see how to do that. Let's go to dashboard And then you see this blank object. Let's drag and drop blank object on this dotted line this way. Let's edit the height of it. Let's make it 12. The height of this is 369. Let's make it 12. And then you can add the border, thick border. Let's go to layout. You can see the border, right? So this container is selected. Do you want to add border to this container? That's why I'm coming to layout and then border. So you can go with black border if you want black border. So now this is how it is showing, right? You can see. Okay, sales dashboard border is shown. If you don't like this border, again, you can change the color of it. Click this border. Click this layout. What is a blank object? And you can use any color. Okay, you can use the same color this way, right? Sales dashboard. Perfect. This is the way how I am adding the things together in the dashboard. Now, if you see, this is how it is looking. All right. Now, what I need to do is this. I want to add two sections now. I want to add two sections now. First section will be for filters. And second section will be for adding the 4 charts. Okay, that way. So this will be filter section. This will be 4 charts, 2 by 2 matrix, 4 charts. Correct. So on the left hand side, I need filter, and on right hand side, I need the charts. How can I get this? I can get the 2 sections left and right using which content? Horizontal, right? Left, right. So let's add the horizontal just below this blank object. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is, let's add a horizontal object. Let's go up. You see horizontal, drag and drop below the underline. Make sure that you are doing properly. Okay. So you see horizontal, that is top. This blank object is nothing but your underline. And this horizontal means that filter and charts. Okay. So under this horizontal, I need filter and chart. Okay. Perfect. Now, what I need to do, I need to add the things in horizontal in 2 ways. First should be filter section. Second should be what you say, this section, chart section. Okay. So I can add the verticals. Okay. I can add the verticals. Vertical means what? First vertical V1 will be here. And second vertical V2 will be here. V1 and V2. Why V1, V2? Why I'm adding V1 and V2? We know vertical, right? I want to add the filters this way. Correct? So horizontally. So which object is used for that? Vertical object, right? This you see this way, right? That's why this filter section, I need filter 1, filter 2, filter 3 like that. And why V2 here? Means what is the need? So I want to show 2 by 2 matrix. So once you are done with this filters, this right hand side section, whatever the section you have, first of all, you have to divide this vertically. Okay. And then you can add the sections, first chart, second chart, third chart, fourth chart in this way. So let's see how to do that. Otherwise, we will change our scenario. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. This is a horizontal, right? So inside this horizontal, let me let me first add what you say, another vertical. So let's add vertical. So let's add a vertical, drag and drop inside this. And let's make sure that vertical is added under horizontal. Okay. Now, after adding vertical, you can see vertical is added horizontal. So what this vertical is for? Filters, right? This is for filters. And now you can add another vertical on right hand side. This way. Correct? This way. So vertical is added. You can see 2 verticals under 1 horizontal, right? This way. And now what you can do, you can simply reduce the width of this way manually, or you can accordingly, you can change the width using this. You can keep it 300 or maybe 250. This is fine. So if this is 250, what this would be? This is, you can see how much it is. It is 1322, this much. and this is 250. That's why the total is 1572. Okay. Now in this vertical, what I need to do, let's see whether are we able to add the horizontals or not. Okay, whether are we able to add the horizontals or not. So if I add a horizontal this way, we are just trying. Okay, if we can, then no problem. Instead of this is a vertical, right? This is a vertical. This vertical is for filter, this vertical is for adding the charts. So now let me add bar chart directly. Let me add pie chart over here. So you can see that pie chart is also placed below bar chart. Bar chart and pie chart are placed together in this horizontal. Okay, so what I can do, I can just add the things in horizontal. So this horizontal means this vertical is filters. This horizontal means the total chart, right? And now I want to add line chart maybe below. Okay, so it is not allowing me to add it below, right? It is allowing exactly at the bottom. That's why we need the proper objects. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show. So now let's do one thing. Let's get rid of this object. I mean, first of all, this is vertical. Okay, this is vertical. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to first add this in this vertical. Let's add horizontal. Okay. So this is one horizontal. Let's add another horizontal maybe here. One horizontal, another horizontal, right? You can see. If it is not working, no problem. You can first get rid of this. Okay, this is your horizontal and this is your vertical. So get rid of this vertical also, no problem. Let's add the horizontal again. Okay, now you see you have horizontal. Inside this horizontal, I need two verticals. So I am going to show 2 by 2 matrix. This is vertical number 1. This will be vertical number 2. Why vertical? Because I want to split the vertical number 1 in two halves. This will be bar chart. This will be line chart. Vertical number 2, I want to split into two things again. This will be pie chart and this will be stack bar chart. That's why vertical 1, vertical 2. So let's add vertical 1, vertical 2 inside this horizontal. So vertical number 1 and vertical number 2 should be drag and drop in this way. And let's see in layout, those are added perfectly. Vertical 1, vertical number 2, and this is a horizontal. Now inside vertical number 1, as I said, what I need the bar chart. So make sure make sure that this vertical should be distribute contents evenly. You select. Same for this vertical, distribute content evenly. You should select. Now go to dashboard and let's add the bar chart. Okay, you can see that bar chart is now part of first vertical, and let's distribute this contents evenly as well. So this is a bar chart in the first vertical. And now let's go to the pie chart, not pie chart. I want below to this line chart. So let's add the line chart here. You can see. Perfect. This is a line chart, right? So you can see that bar chart and line chart are now aligned in this vertical, which is part of horizontal, outside horizontal. The way you added bar chart and line chart in this vertical. So in this second vertical, I need pie chart and what do you say? Stack bar chart. So let's do that. So pie chart should be added over here and stack bar chart should be drag and drop over here. And now you see how the data is shown. Now why the things gone up? Because the height of this bottom black is increased. I can just remove that. Perfect. Right? This is how the dashboard is created, right? This is how you are creating a dashboard. Now you can just whatever the changes that you think could have been done before creating dashboard, you can also do in the worksheets. So suppose I want to increase the size of pie chart, you can go to pie chart and here you can increase the size little bit, this much. Now see the dashboard, the size increased, right? So now if you go to dashboard, full screen mode, this is how it's looking. Agree? This is called as a dashboard. Now this dashboard, we can do a lot of formatting. We can do a lot of background color to each container and all, we can do that. Okay. So this is the first rough thing that we have. Okay. I mean, the raw text or raw copy we have here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is this container, whatever we have, I'm not going to do this now. Okay. So you can arrange the charts and all properly in whichever way you want. Now this horizontal container, I want filter also. I need filter also, but that filter should be arranged in vertical manner. So let's add another vertical on the left hand side. So this is your vertical number 3. So I want to adjust the width of it. Let's keep it maybe 250. This is what we wanted, right? 250, isn't it? And now you can simply adjust the width of these containers properly. It should look proper. So yeah, this is how it is looking, right? Okay, so this is how you are creating a bar chart. All right, bar chart, line chart, pie chart, and stack bar chart. Now, do you want this bar chart, line chart, pie chart, and stack bar chart to be shown? I mean, the title to be shown exactly in center. For that, you can double click on title. You can make them center aligned this way. You see, bar chart is now present centrally. Same for pie chart, like this. Same for line chart, center, and for stack bar chart, center. So I can just replace this bar chart with proper name. It's not a bar chart, it's a category by sense. This is a category by sense, right? So you can use maybe any color. Okay. So you can go with maroon color if you want. So yeah, this is what I'm getting. If you don't like this color, you can always go with dark blue color. That will also be fine. Category by sense, right? Same thing I can apply here also. Okay. So if you want to do common formatting across all the worksheet, I mean background color and font color here, you can do that from format dashboard. So you can apply the dashboard formatting color this way. You see, this is how it is getting added, right? And then do you want the worksheet title to be added shading? Shading means adding the background color. Do you want to do that? I say yes, I want white color. So this is a white color. Everywhere it is white, and I need the font. This should be bold and the color should be blue everywhere. Even if it is not bold, that is also fine. Okay. Or you can use pink. Will it be fine? No. Can you use orange? Orange? No. Black? No. Let's keep it blue only. Okay. So blue color, isn't it? So this way I am adding the background color both in the dashboard and across the worksheet titles. Okay. Now it's time for us to make sure that we can adjust the paddings. We can adjust the distance between this. Okay. Inner padding, outer padding. We can do that. What is inner padding, outer padding? If you see, do you want this gap to be increased everywhere? Everywhere, do you want this gap to be increased from top, from bottom, from left, from right? So you can do the padding, outer padding. Okay. So I want that. Where you want? I want here, right? For this. So you can go to layout and then you can, now this is vertical is over, designing part is over. You can see that we have this padding option, outer padding. So outer padding option you can see, which will give me more options from top, left, bottom, and right. How many like what spacing you get. So if you click 5, everything will be 5, you see. So let's keep everything 10. If you do that, you see what happens. From everywhere it is 10, right? So this is I don't want because all sets are equal. Let's make it 4 only. What I'm going to do, I'm first of all going to uncheck this option. Okay. From left hand side, I need distance of 20. So let's make it 20. From right hand side, I need a distance of 10. From top, I need a distance of 10. And from bottom, I need a distance of 10. Same thing I will do for line chart. Okay, same thing, 20, 10, 10, 10. 20. From top, it should be 10. From right, it should be 10. From bottom, it should be 10 as well. right? This is how I want to do that. Okay. Now, same thing I will do for this container. Let me go to this. Same thing I will do for pie chart container. In pie chart, from top, I need distance of 10. From left, I need distance of 10. From right, I mean, from bottom, I need distance of 10. But from right, I need distance of 20. Okay, perfect. Same thing I will apply for stack bar chart. These are, I mean, design principles. This will be given to you by your client, how much spacing they want from each side. Okay, and from right, I need distance of 20. Okay, and the distance between this and this, the inner padding, you see this, right? I want to give the white color into entire background. To entire this thing, I need a background color white. So you can see background color, right? For this container, you can make it white. For this also, background color should be white. For this also, background color should be white. Here also, background color should be white. So now this is how your dashboard is looking, right? Perfect. Now you can also apply the padding from left and right, from left hand side and from right hand side 20/20, because it should look in sync with this. That's why you can apply the padding. From left it should be 20 and from right it should be 20. Same for this horizontal container at the top, logo and title. You can just click on that. Where is that horizontal container? You can see this horizontal I am talking about. This should be 20/20. So go to outer padding. It should be from left 20 and from right it should be 20. Right? This is how I'm adding the padding. Right? And this container should be from left 20 and from right it should be 20. Perfect. This way we can add up. Now the last thing that is left with us is to add what? Filters. Now what I need to do, I want to add filter, year filter. I want to add year filter. I need region filter. Okay, and I need maybe category filter. So I need year, I need region, and I need category. Okay, category filter. So you can show all these filters at one place. How? What you have to do is, so see, I'm going to add the filters in this section, vertical section. This vertical means bar chart and line chart. This vertical means pie chart and stack bar chart. In this vertical, I need the filters. So to add the filters, you can go to any worksheet and add the quick filters. Quick filters in the sense, here you have to drag and drop filters. So when you add order date in filters, it will ask you, do you want start date, end date like stuff, or you want only years? I need only years. So select years. How many years you want? I want all years. Let's click OK. Second filter that I need is region. Drag and drop into filter shelf, make it all. So region is applied. Then category is already there in this, because if you create if you create any chart, suppose this chart is created for category wise sum of cells, and now when you go to dashboard, and now when you go to this option, why I'm going to this option? Because you added the dimension filters on which worksheet? Bar chart. That's why I'm going to bar chart, more options, right? And you see the filters. You see we have category by default present because this chart is for category. So I need category, I need region, I need year of order date. So first I want year of order date. You can see it is present here. Secondly, I need your region. So it will be present here. So see, the container is vertical, right? That's why it is coming one below the other. That is why there is so much importance given to horizontal and vertical. Then you can go here, go to filters. I need category. Now you can see categories have been added. Perfect. Right? Now it is up to you. You want radio buttons, you want check boxes, you want drop downs. In any way you can show. Now I just want to edit the title for year of order date. You can double click on it and you can just mention here. Perfect. This is a year, right? You can see in this vertical, this year, region, category, all are added. And this container should be white on this. I mean, this horizontal container you have, right? It should be white. not border, the background should be white. This entire thing should be white, right? Isn't it? And now this vertical container and this category and line chart should have some distance. But first, let's adjust the distance. This way you can adjust the distance. Okay. Okay. So this is category. Okay. You can see that year, then region, and then categories. You can select any checkboxes. All right. So this is the way how you are creating. Now I need a space. I mean, I need the distance, the way you shown the distance between this, right? Internal. So let me go to vertical and this one. I want a distance, right? I think you made the background everywhere. Let's make it none. Yeah. So to this vertical, wherever we have this filter, I need this as white. Perfect. Yeah. So this is how I'm showing, and make sure this should be 20, 10 and all those things. So let's make this vertical. Distance from top, it should be 10. Distance from bottom, it should be 10. From left, it should be, I think it is already 20. And from right, it should be 10. Okay. And this bar chart where we have this vertical should have left distance. I mean, this bar chart container I am saying, right? This left hand side should be 10 only. Same for line chart, left hand side should be 10. Okay, this one. So that everything should look in sync. Okay. This way, I'm adding the scenarios, like I'm adding the things. Okay. This is foolproof dashboard. Now I want these filters to apply to all worksheets. We know how to do that. You can apply all these filters to all the worksheets, or you can simply say right click, apply to all the worksheets wherever this data source is used. So I can say apply to all worksheets using this data source. Same for region, all using this data source. Same for category, all worksheets using this data source, right? And then you can go to dashboard now. And now you can go to full script, right? This is your complete, what you say, the dashboard. Perfect. Now, if you think that there is, some more space is given to the right, you can just adjust it this way. Okay, so this is what you have as a dashboard created. You have logo, you have title, you have filters. Now let me just click on 2020. What happened in 2020? This is what happened, right? What happened in 2022 of South region? In 2020 South region, this is what happened. Can you compare South with East? Yes, compare it. So see what happened. South and East, what happened in 2022? Right? You see the line chart, trend chart, I mean, it changes. So what insights you are getting from here? Whatever you have, this month of 2022 had the highest sales. Now I want to show the data only for maybe technology. So what happened in technology? In technology, you can see which region was having the highest sales. It is East region in 2022. Okay, in 2022, because filter is 2022. Perfect. So you can also see 29K, 17K, 12K, and all of the stuff. Okay. Right. So see, you can do this. I mean, you can apply multiple filters. You can clear the filters from here. Okay. You can also click on all. You can also clear the button from here. So it is up to you how you want to display. Right. Isn't it? So this is the way how you can add the background color, how you can change, you can add the tiles and show the charts together. Okay. If you think that this is very much clumsy, you can always change. I mean, you can lower the font size and you can see the things. Okay. At the end of the day, you are going to see the dashboard, or user is going to see the dashboard in full screen. Okay. Perfect. Choice of colors, color combination would be shared with you by client, right? So this way you are creating a dashboard. Now suppose you want to change the font color of this, you can do that as well. Okay. So what I can do is this vertical, I can add the black thing. You see everything is black now. Right? And all this contents, that whatever the contents we have, right? So format filters and set controls. Font you can keep it white. You see white, and body also white. Okay. Or title you can keep it maybe this one or anything. It is up to you, right? And this maybe any color, not black, obviously. Blue, not blue. uh, Maroon, no. Let's keep it orange only. So this is how it will show. Now I can keep this way as well, but this is not looking good. Okay, let's keep it white only, but this I can keep maybe pink. Okay, so this way also you can change, make the format. Okay, just giving some different design. Okay, how to run animation in dashboard? It is very simple. You see this format and you see animations, right? So now you can make it very slow, 2 seconds. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is, okay, so you can just avoid anything. You can just select 2021, and now you can use east. Okay, you see animation, right? Correct. For office supplies, right? This is very slow. I'm going with slow, very slow. Okay. If you want some slow, not very slow, you can go with slow. 1 second. So now you see I am going to click on east. This is slow, faster than the previous one, right? Okay. You can avoid 2020. You can avoid 2019. Okay. You can show for east as well. Perfect. This is the animation. All right. This is how you can deal with animation. Okay. So this option I already shown yesterday in worksheets. Okay. So can we do filters to chat all at a time? This is what we have done. All the charts are getting filtered at the same time based on any filter. I mean, if you click on any value of any filter, all charts are getting impacted. Do clients specify the type of graphs? Yes, they do specify, and typically they go with basic charts only, and they don't want to focus. They don't want to focus on fancy charts. So that's why we are going always with traditional charts. Okay. Now, as I told that I will be showing you another version of this by adding this is the background color, right? Now I will be showing how to add the background image. How to add the background image. Just 1-2 steps we need. I'm going to simply duplicate this dashboard. You can duplicate the dashboard as well. Simply right click on it and you see duplicate option, right? Duplicate. So this is dashboard number 2, for example, with background image. This is with background color. Okay. So what is the size of our entire vertical layout? If you see this vertical, what is the layout? 1572 and 852. What I need is I want entire screen to be captured by the image. I want entire screen to be captured by the image. So width of this should be 1572 and height should be 852. So that image component I want to add. Okay, so in floating manner I can do that. So click on floating, add the image maybe this way. Which image you want to add? I have this New York buildings as background image I can add. Let's click on open. It should fit image and let's click OK. So you can see the image now. And I think you can make center. I mean, we can make this way. Perfect. And now this image, make it center. It will look like this. You can make it distance from left 0, distance from top 0, 1572 width, 852 height. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the image we have. Okay. So we can make 0, 0, 5, 1, 5, 7, 2 and 852. Perfect. You're in New York. All right. So I'll say, okay, let's make, if you don't do anything, it will show like this. Okay. If you make only fit image, it will show like this. Correct. If you say only center image, it will show like this. So this is better. All right. Now, what you can do, this image, whatever you have, okay, this image I want to send back. So what I can do, I can simply right click on it and there's an option called as floating model. I can send this image back of the charts. So there's an option called as send to back. Click it. See, right? Isn't it? So this is how I'm showing the background. Okay. Now what you can do, you can add the transparency for this vertical. Okay. Whatever the vertical component you have, you can use white color everywhere. So white color is applied. You can add the opacity, reduce the opacity, but nothing happens, right? Nothing happens because this vertical is getting applied. The charts and all are getting applied everywhere. We have to go to each worksheet. From here also you can format, right click. So right click or there's a format option. You see the shading, right? So go to shading and worksheet should be none. Okay. Now you can go to this vertical, which is white in color, I guess. It is not white in color. Horizontal also not white in color. So let me go to bar chart. Format. Shading. It should be none. Worksheet level shading should be none. This I have already done here. You see there is no, okay, no shading is there, right? You can see if you make this black, so you can see this will be black. I don't want anything, so let's make it none. Okay. This title, format title, I don't want any shading as well. Okay. This container background color is white. I can make it, you see now, right? Background, let's make it 50. Okay, so this is how I can show background. For this also you can go here and background we can make it 50%. Plus I want to just format this pie chart also and make shading as none. Don't show the, what you say, don't show the white color. Same thing for here, right click format, shading, and then you can make it none. Okay, and then this container should be formatted for 50%. Right, this as well, stack bar chart. So stack bar chart background should be 50%. And the stack bar chart or individual chart shading should be done this way, right? Same goes for this container. So background should be 50%. You can keep, you see, if you want in this way, right? So yeah, so you are actually showing the dashboard with this. So sales dashboard, I may have to change it to maybe white, not white. Maybe I need some darker color. Yeah, right. You can see the background, right? So this is the way how I am actually showing the things. Okay. And the previous dashboard that we had was looking like this without background image, but we have added the background color. Okay, and this is with background image. So this will be added. This will be shown to you by your clients. What you have to do. How to add full scope of creativity in dashboard construction. Yes. How did you add the background? It's very simple. What I did was, first of all, I should know that this main vertical, what is the width and height? Okay. So I will add this image component in floating with the same 0, 0, 1572, 852. Add the image, do this setting, and then right click on this image. And then there's option called as floating order, send to back. Correct? It is already in front. You can send it to back. Okay, this way you have to do. And then what would happen is that this image will go back and charts will come. Okay. This is what we have created. Okay. So now at least you can at least create the basic charts, and then you can go for building this title, logo, and the underline. So I can change the underline color as well here. I need this color. Okay. Yeah. Well, you can go with white color, black color. Black would be fine. Yeah. Correct. How can we add copy, right? You mean how to add the image? You have to add the image component and then insert the image. Okay. Can you show the layout of first dashboard? Sure. So dashboard 1, you go to layout. So this is the layout hierarchy. You're talking about hierarchy, right? So this is the hierarchy. You can take a snap of this because this is the way how I'm arranging all the things in one vertical. Okay. You can rename the containers as well. Like you can right click on vertical and there's option called as rename. So this vertical should be, written as filters. Okay, you can rename. So you will understand what this section is for. So this vertical is for charts. Okay. Charts. Okay. Part 1. Means I'm showing 2 charts. This is charts part 2. Okay, then this horizontal is the main body. You can rename. So I can write either, instead of that, you can also write filters plus charts. According to you, whatever name suits, you can write. The idea is you should understand, the developer should understand. Okay, underline. Okay, you can see these icons are nothing but objects. Okay, blank object, horizontal object. These are the filters. Okay, this horizontal means title and logo. Okay, so logo plus title. Perfect. This is first dashboard. Okay, so here also you can just change 2020 and 2022. Okay, I can compare the previous year and this year, whatever. Okay, so you can show for maybe east and west, what happened in east and west, right? And for categories, office supplies and furniture, only 2. Okay, perfect. This is what we call a nice looking, aesthetically good looking dashboard. Okay. Can you show the layout? Okay, so I think I already showed the layout. You might have taken the snap of this. Can we add each chat borders? Okay, each chart borders you are asking? Yes, you can do that. You can do that as well. Okay, suppose let me do here. Suppose you want to add a border over here. Go here. You can go to layout and then you see the border, right? You can add the black color border if you want. I don't want to give black color border. I may have to give this border, or maybe 1, 2, 3. This border. Okay, fine. The color will be thin. Color will be this color from top, third from top, and this. Same here. Border. You can give the border as well, no problem. And here also you can give the border. Perfect. You have given the borders. Okay. If you want to give what you say gray color icon and all to this title, your worksheet title, you can do from here dashboard, and then maybe you can give like this kind of scene, or you can give this kind of scenario, right? So you can do that as well. Okay, you can give blue is also fine, right? You can give this as well. Okay, or any color you can give, right? Any background color. Whichever thing suits to you. Okay, this one as well. But it will be great if you can give simple plain color. I think this would be fine. This would be fine. Okay. Any light color would be fine, right? Okay. This way you can do, right? Isn't it? So now you see, correct? You can do that. So can we add each? That is done. How many charts, maximum possible number, can be comfortably fitted into dashboard? It depends on your size of a dashboard, how high and how wide is your dashboard. If you want to include 10, 20 dashboard, obviously your size can go to 2000, 3000 by width, 2000, 3000 by height. So it will be very long dashboard. Then you will have to see the scroll bars. So there is no limitation on how many charts you can. How can I solve this? Can you please guide? Unable to open requested workbook because server could not be contacted. Okay, Sadiq, you can reopen it and then see. Close the workbook, reopen a new workbook. Can we add pictures in graphs? Pictures in graphs. Which graph? You're talking about maps or you're talking about charts? If you want to add the pictures like logo, then using dual axis, you can do that. Okay. So you can do that using dual axis. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think this is what you can do. Plus in Tableau, you do have option to show the chart, or I mean, show the things and hide the things. You can show or hide a particular uh, container or particular chart based on user selection. That is called as that is called as that can be done using show or hide container option. Using that, you can show or hide a particular container. For example, if I want to show or hide this, what you say, filter, what is the name of this container? You can see filters container, right? Filters container. So I can do that by going over here, and then you can see we have this option which says add show or hide button. So let's click on it. You can see that this button is active now, correct? So using this button, you can show or hide a particular container, which is this year, right? This year. So let me just format this, right click, format. Okay, edit button. So which dashboard or item you want to hide? I want to hide this entire container with whose name is this filters. So filters is selected. So how do you want to show button? Do you want to show image or text? I want image. Okay. When the item is shown, which item? Filters container. When filters container is shown, then what icon, what image you want to show? I don't have any image. Okay, so I can maybe add background, white background maybe. Okay, and when the item is shown, I can add the tooltip as close filters. When this item is shown, I will say on tooltip close filters, click OK. You see, right? Right. So now if I go to full screen, it is coming somewhere here, right? So let me just, you see, now I clicked it, alt click, you can see it is now shown, correct? So I can just press alt click and then it is hidden. The filters is hidden. If I alt click here, and now you can see the filters are back, right? Okay, very simple, isn't it? Right? So this is called as add or show, hide, add, show or hide container in Tableau. Very useful. The another application of this show or hide is used to create the information button or pop-up box. Okay. So for that purpose also we can use. For example, here I can add the I button. Let me add the I button. Okay, where is I button? I button in the sense you can use any image. Sorry, in the tile manner, you can use any image in this container. You can choose, do we have any information button? We don't have, we don't have any information button, right? KPI. This is the opposite of what we want. Uh, Proportion. We have to save the image or download the image if you want. Okay. Let's say I go with this image. For now, I'm going with this image. So now what I can do is I can just say fit image and just hit OK. And now you can see the image has been added. Okay. So you can simply reduce. Okay. So right click center image as well. Okay. So this is how I'm showing. Okay. For example. So I can simply add this over here. So this logo is also part of your dashboard, right? For example, I'm adding in this way. Okay. Now, what I need to do is on the click of this, I want to open a information screen. In that information screen, I can add more details, what this dashboard is and what all things we can see in this dashboard, right? So I can open, means, for example, I can show a button here. This is a button only, right? So instead of this, what I can do is I can add one vertical container itself. Okay. Or what I can do is I can use floating and then I can use a vertical container. Okay. So this vertical container should be summary. Okay. So this vertical container should open if I click on that I button. So I should add this button I button. It should be placed over here somewhere. Maybe this. So you can just edit this button. What is the name of this container? If you see, it is vertical. So I can just rename it as summary or pop-up screen, for example, to show the summary. Click OK. Okay, so let's make this as background white for now. So here I want to add the things. What things you have to add? I may add the text directly over here and then I can write summary. Okay, you can make it 16 bold, right? And here you can write bullet points, right? Uh, you can write anything. I mean, this dashboard is or shows the information of retail store uh, information of retail store situated or located in US. Okay, then the sales figures have been uh, broken up into category. Okay, year, region, and maybe segment. segment wise. We can see that it was observed. So you can write like this, right? It was observed that the sales in 2022 were highest. Okay. Then you can write something, right? The sales in technology was observed to be the highest, right? West region shown highest sales. So these kinds of things you can show. And what did you observe from the trend chart, line chart? The months such as November and December saw the highest sales, right? Owing to holidays, or you can say, or holidays, or you can say vacations. Yeah, so this is the summary I want to show. Okay, so this is what I'm showing, maybe in this color, and this is I'm showing maybe in blue color. Okay, right? So this is what I wanted to show, right? So you can have this maybe in 20. Okay, and let's you can write one. So whatever these points are, right? These points are like bullets. So you can write 2 should be black. Okay, 3 should be black. Just adding more things here. Okay, this should be black, and then this should be black as well. Okay, so like this you can add, click OK, and there you go. This is how you will see. Okay, so I think the figures, I mean the things that you have shown here, you can just reduce it to maybe 40. That should be fine. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so this is what I have to add, and you can just make them look like this. Okay, and if you want, you can add any background color to this. Not this one, definitely. Yeah, or any other colors. Okay, right. Let me go with any color. Okay, let's go with this, or let's go with this. Any color is fine. Okay, so this is a summary I'm showing. Okay, perfect. Now this box, whatever the box you have, this I want to show on the click of this, right? So the name of this box is pop-up script. So edit the button. So button style is image. Okay, so when the item is shown, then you can just click over here, and you can say close summary. And when item is hidden, then what image you want to show? When this item is hidden, I want to use this logo. Okay, and tooltip I can say show summary. Like this you can do. Okay, so now if I go to full screen mode, this is how it is placed. Now if I hover the mouse, you can see close summary. When I hover the mouse, you can now see show summary, right? Isn't it? So these are the use cases of your add or show buttons, right? This is how you can effectively use information button. I don't have I button, so otherwise I would have used that. So that's why we never go with floating, because of this. You see what happens with floating. Okay, so this is just a try that we have shown in showing the icons and all. You can increase the size of this a little bit. Okay, this way. Okay, and now you can see, correct? So these buttons that you have, those buttons are always floating. So click it and just close it. So once it is clicked, okay, so this will open, and then you can see what is happening. As a user, I can show that. Okay, you can also increase the size of this So that background should not be shown, right? It should show in this manner, right? So background should not be shown. That's why I want it in this way. Correct? This way. Perfect. Now click it. Now click it. Okay. Nice try. Okay. So I think, yeah, that's it from my end. I hope you might have liked this. Okay. And you will be eager to create this dashboard. Now, to create this dashboard, understanding of these objects are very important. You can also use this navigation button to go from one screen to another screen as well. So you can use it effectively. For example, if I use navigation over here, okay, so let me just put it maybe, yeah. So, okay, so this is navigation button. You can go from dashboard 1 to dashboard 2. So where you want to navigate, dashboard 2. You can also navigate to corresponding sheets also. You can use the image and you can just say dashboard number 2 into tip. So let's go to dashboard number 2. You can see this, right? So this is the way how we can undo as well. You can go here, you can just click on this and dashboard number 2 is opening, right? Just click on this button. You can also add the back button over here to go back to main dashboard. Okay. There are many things. So this is one of the fantastic things. Okay. All right. So a lot of practice today. Yeah, that's correct. And a lot of practice. How many charts we can add? N number of charts provided. How much is width and height of your dashboard? Thank you. Very good explain. Thank you. Very short and simple. Yes, it is short and simple, but how you take it, it matters. You should understand it. Objects are really important. That's why I told you have to be architect. When you want to create your new home, you don't directly build your bedroom. You consult architect and then he creates the design outer inside. This is how you have to become in Tableau as well. First, create a design, have a design in place. Imagine it, how to place, which components, where to place. Okay. And then you have to judiciously use these objects. But you should know what the role of each object is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's it from my end today. So tomorrow, which happens to be our last session, we will see how to add the actions on the dashboard. So I am going to create the dashboard again. I'm going to show one action, which is filter action, which is widely used. And then I'm going to show you the story as well. What is the purpose of story and why to use it. Okay. But till then, see this recorded session on YouTube and then practice it. It is not like after saying for one time you will get everything. You have to see multiple times. Okay. All right. So thank you. Yeah. Good night. Take care. And let's connect for final time. All right. Thank you all. Bye.